Bobby. Before I knew you for a long time, I wasn't sure if marriage was in the cards for me. I just couldn't really understand how someone could love another person so much that they would want to spend every single day with them forever. I would even pray to God sometimes about giving me peace about never getting married. But it turns out that I just needed to meet you for all of that to change. I remember our first conversation on the topic of marriage and hearing you talk about how beautiful you thought marriage was. It gave me this strange sense of peace about it for the first time.
Irene, I love you with all of my heart, and I've been looking forward to this moment for a very long time. In fact, I still remember seeing you for the first time and feeling drawn to you even before I got to know you. It was a strange feeling that I don't think people feel that often. We were in our lunch commissary at Disney, and I remember saying to myself, wow, she is beautiful and looks like a very sweet person. If only I had the chance to meet her. Little did I know that you and I would find ourselves in a work meeting just a couple months later, and I would have the opportunity to introduce myself. At the time, you didn't think twice about our interaction, but several months later, you told me that your friend in the meeting said I looked like I was floating over to you with big puppy dog love eyes. It could be true, but either way, however it actually played out, from there, my initial thoughts about you were completely validated. You were beautiful inside and out.
You've helped me become more confident in myself. You've made me feel so strong and valued when I was in an environment that viewed being on the quieter side as a weakness. The way you see me is so different from how I viewed myself for so long, and you truly make me feel so special and beautiful. I don't think there's a single day that's gone by where you haven't told me that I'm beautiful.
Family, friends, brothers and sisters in faith, on behalf of Blakely family and Cho family, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to a special gathering tonight with love and gratitude.
Hi everybody, my name is Teresa and I am Irene's older sister. Irene is a sibling that I ask my parents for very, very often. She's, first of all, one of the funniest, goofiest people I know. She has incredible sass and ferocity. On one hand, you really don't want to mess with her. On the other hand, she is the loyal friend you do want in your corner who will tell you like it is when she needs to. She has always had her head on straight about what's right and just. She cares about people and the issues that plague our world and is full of compassion. As the older sister, it is my job to be very skeptical about any guy that my sisters talk about. But even before I met Bobby, I could tell by just looking at Irene and hearing about him that this was very different. And as I got to know Bobby more, it became apparent why Irene was so sure about him. He's a family man. He also has his head on straight about what's right and just. He cares deeply for people and has tremendous grit and perseverance. And he is Irene's perfect match.
Bobby and I go way back to the elementary school days. Fast forward to the night when he called me to tell me how he met this special, pretty young lady. He was so excited. You can feel him smiling through the phone. And the day I met this special young lady, Irene, I knew it. She was the one. She was caring, she was smart, she was funny, she was kind, compassionate. I think it was kind of interesting or very fitting that they've actually met at Disney. Disney's known for their stories and fairy tales and happy endings, and here are you two, Irene and Bobby, writing your own fairy tale, creating your own stories. A princess, Irene, who met her Prince Charming, Bobby, started off with a smile and ended in a marriage and happily ever after.
As her baby sister, I've always looked up to her, even though we're so close in age. She carries herself with so much grace. She's compassionate and empathetic. She's strong-willed and steadfast. She's kind and sensitive and so loyal. And I remember when I first met Bobby, it was a very brief meeting, but getting to know him over the course of their relationship, I see that he's exactly the kind of partner that Irene needs. He's so thoughtful and caring, and I know that he's someone that she can really lean on and vice versa, and I can tell that you are perfect for each other.
I couldn't ask for a better older brother growing up, really. It was great because when I messed up, I not only had to deal with my parents yelling at me, but I also had to look forward to Bobby lecturing me. In law enforcement, we call that a double jeopardy, where I would get a penalty from my parents and also from my brother. I want to take this time to point out a very special person in this room. It's my brother's first love, and it's my mom. My mom and dad, they worked their tails off to give us a good life, to be successful. We grew up with nothing, and they gave everything so that way we all could be successful and live the American dream. And although my dad passed away many years ago to be with the Lord, I know that he is here today in spirit, amen, and that he's proud of my brother, and that he would absolutely love Irene.
As your husband, I commit to making you my top priority. I vow to love you, cherish you, and be faithful to you always. I promise to be there for you as your best friend through the good and the bad times. I vow to listen to you without judgment or preconceived notions and do what I can to be a better partner. I commit to supporting you in all the things that matter to you. I promise to lighten up and have more fun, like the time we danced to Taylor Swift in the car in San Francisco before we ate dim sum. I commit to cook for you and regularly clean the house. I vow to kill all bugs in the vicinity and clean up any dead rats that our dog Autumn kills.
I promise to keep loving you for who you are and to be by your side always. I promise to be someone who builds you up and supports you and listens to you with compassion. I promise to be patient, and I promise to be willing to watch whatever Niners game you want me to watch with you. I promise to pray for you when things are good and when things are difficult. And you make me feel so loved every day, and I promise to do the same for you and to treasure you always. I know we can get through anything as long as we put our trust in God and we remain open and honest and we keep pursuing each other. I'm so thankful to God for blessing me with someone as amazing as you, and I'm excited to build a life together with you as your wife, and I love you with all my heart.
Irene, I love you more than I could put into words, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life floating beside you with my big puppy dog love eyes. You're my favorite person, you're my best friend, you're my wife.